Hi Pisces, welcome to your love reading for February 2017. We are working with two decks again, but I'm also going to pull some cards from the Romance Angels and then some cards from the Messages from your Angels. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to get these decks out of the way for now. This is going to be for confirmation, and I'm going to pull 9 cards from this deck. Okay, so this is the love reading for the sign of Pisces for February 2017. What's coming up for the sign of Pisces? The first card that you have is the Three of Pentacles. Pisces, February 2017. Judgment. Love reading for Pisces, February 2017. Four of Pentacles. Pisces, February 2017. The Fool. Pisces, February 2017. Ace of Pentacles. Pisces, February 2017. Ten of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Pisces, February 2017. Eight of Wands. Page of Pentacles. And then the last card, final message for the sign of Pisces, love reading, February 2017. The last card is the World. The card at the bottom of the deck is going to represent the main energy around your love life for the month of February. And you have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is a reference to your intuition, signs, synchronicities, and a lot of divine guidance surrounding your love life. Okay, so let's see what you have going on here. I'm noticing at the top here you have the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles with Judgment right in the middle. So whenever I see two minor arcanas like this, and it's kind of ironic that we have the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles with Judgment, a major arcana right in the middle, I feel like this is obviously the most important message for you. So you have Judgment. So this is the energy of a new beginning, a second chance. This card often comes up for you when you've been in a really dark place, in a really bad place. This is a card of rising from the ashes. Sometimes it does involve a decision that you have to make to get that second chance. Now, the first card that you have is the Three of Pentacles. So this tells me that you are doing everything you can when it comes to your relationships in the month of February. So this could be for those who are already coupled. This means that you are doing everything you can to heal your relationship, to accommodate your partner. You're compromising. For those who are single, you're doing everything you can to find a romantic partner. Now over here, we have a message that is kind of the opposite of that. We have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles, this represents holding on to things, kind of being stubborn and holding on to things out of fear. So obviously, since this is a love reading, this could be that you're holding on to a relationship that doesn't serve you. Obviously, that won't apply to everyone. It could be also that you're holding on to resentment, you're holding on to anger, old arguments. I definitely see somebody working really hard here. You're doing everything you can. The Three of Pentacles, this is a card of hard work and effort. But then I see someone here holding on really tight to something that doesn't serve them anymore. And for some, it could be a new relationship. If you definitely feel that it's time to move on, you know, we do have the World here. Ironically, the final card for you is the World, which is the final card in the Major Arcana. This represents endings, but that is not going to apply to everyone. But for those where it does apply, there's a new beginning for you right in the middle. This is a second chance for you to be happy and be loved. If you're willing to let go of the person that you know that you need to let go of, whoever it is that you have been thinking of letting go. Again, you've been working really hard to heal something, but also remember that the main energy was the High Priestess. So this represents, if you're wondering if this applies to you as far as moving on, there have been a lot of signs and synchronicities that it's time to move in a different direction. But I also feel like there could also be a lot of signs and synchronicities as far as what needs to be healed in a relationship. Like I said, this could be that you're holding on to things from the past that need to go. I just see somebody doing a lot of work here, and a new beginning opening up for you. Now, I've been talking about new beginnings, and then you get the Fool, another major arcana that also represents new beginnings. The Fool does represent a new beginning that is risky. This means that you're having to follow your heart and your intuition. But remember that the main energy was the High Priestess, so that means that you do have that kind of guidance from Spirit. So you know what you have to do when it comes to your love life. So you have all these new beginnings in this reading. I mean, you have Judgment, which is, a second chance, a new beginning. You also have the Fool, which is, a major arcana, and it's a new beginning. And then it's followed by another new beginning. You have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is, blessings. This is an unexpected stroke of good luck. This could be someone that comes back from the past, where maybe, because it is lined up with Judgment, which to me this is a card of second chances. So you could be giving someone a second chance, and maybe this involves you taking a risk. Maybe the relationship ended in a very unpleasant way, where you're really having to rely on your intuition as far as, can you trust this person again? There's definitely a lot of new beginning energy around you, and I feel like for some of you it does involve people from the past, but it also involves, for those who are already coupled and you're dealing with a challenge where you're hoping the relationship is healed, this reading is screaming new beginnings. Like I said, there's 1, 2, 3, and then down here is the World, which represents another one, so that's 4. This is a card of endings and new beginnings. You also have the Ten of Cups, so this is the happily ever after card. It's also a card of marriage and children and being really emotionally content with what is happening in your life. Very emotionally content with how your love life is going. But it is lined up here with 2 new beginnings. So I feel like in order for your love life to get better and for you to have what you want, it involves you, first, yes, a new beginning, but some type of risky new beginning. Like I said, it could be someone coming back from the past where you have to trust, and you have to, believe in them again. It could also be that you're having to have trust in your current partner, that maybe they're going to change and things are going to work out. I just see somebody, really settled here, really happy. Suddenly everything's going your way with the Ace of Pentacles. Like I said, that's the ultimate card of, you just like you hit the lottery and everything is working in your favor. But I feel, because it's next to the Fool, that this involves you taking a risk. Remember, Judgment also represents new beginnings, but it means that you have to make some type of decision. Now down here, you have the Eight of Wands. So this represents, change and excitement. And it represents change that comes when you were not expecting it. This represents change that happens when you had pretty much given up and you were ready to throw in the towel because you weren't seeing anything move in your love life. This is also a card of messages, communication, and it is next to a page, which also represents communication. So for some of you, you may be hearing from someone, maybe from your past, where there is a new cycle beginning in your relationship, the World. This is, an ending, but it also represents a new beginning. Closing the chapter on maybe an old relationship, a cycle in the relationship. So for some of you, it can be that, there is communication, there's movement from the past that leads to a new beginning. But even for those who are coupled, I feel like, something positive is changing for you with the Eight of Wands. This is a change you've been hoping to see in your relationship. There's also, like I said, it means communication. And for those who are a couple, it can mean that you're finally, here it is again, you're finally communicating with your partner. You're finally understanding what is wrong. I feel like, you definitely have a lot of help with the High Priestess being here. The Page of Pentacles, this also represents looking at things very carefully, looking at things in detail. So I feel like a lot of you may be examining your relationship. For those who are single, you're examining your love life to see, maybe what needs to change or what you want in a partner. I just feel like, there's positive change around communication, and there's positive change as far as looking at your love life, and maybe even changing your goals when it comes to what you're looking for. Maybe you're looking for a different type of partner. A cycle in your life ends, and for those who are single, this can mean that you're no longer single, that you're now in a committed relationship. For those who are already coupled, that bad cycle in your relationship could be coming to an end. Okay, so let's get some more confirmation cards. What other messages are there for the sign of Pisces for February 2017? You have the Moon. Pisces, February 2017. Wheel of Fortune. Message for Pisces, February 2017. Ten of Wands. Okay, so interesting that the Ten of Wands, let me just bring it up here, would come up next to the World. Like I said, the World represents endings, things just kind of naturally playing themselves out, moving to the next stage in your relationship, the next phase. And look at the energy, it is right beside the Ten of Wands. This represents a heavy burden, low energy. So I feel like those relationships where, for those who are coupled, where it's a challenge, it's a struggle, it's an uphill battle. I feel like for many of you, with these energies here, especially the Moon, because this is also very kind of like psychic energy and very intuitive energy. For some of you, you're finally able to leave this cycle in your relationship behind you, where there's been a heavy burden you've been carrying around, or there's some really draining energy in your relationship. You're closing the chapter to that phase, and you're finally moving on. So the Moon, like I said, the Moon, this could represent many things for you. The Moon is very mysterious, but you do have, as the main energy, the High Priestess. They both represent very psychic energy, very intuitive energy, so I feel like you definitely know what you have to do in the month of February. And I feel like a lot of you, maybe who you belong with. For those who are single, maybe you know that this is the month you're going to meet a romantic partner or meet your life partner. But the Moon also represents fears. So I feel like for those who are single, you have to let go of fears of meeting the wrong people or whatever it is that's been holding you back. The Moon also represents things coming to light. Things that were hidden are suddenly revealed. So maybe when it comes to, fears in a relationship, it's next to the Four of Pentacles, which, like I said, this is a card of holding on to things out of fear. This could be, arguments that are being recycled in a relationship. Whatever it is that is bringing challenging energy. I feel like during the month of February, with the Moon being here, whatever was hidden from you that you weren't seeing or you didn't understand, you finally know. This can even be, your partner sharing something with you that you didn't know. You also have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is telling you that, February is a time of luck. And I did mention with the Ace of Pentacles, to me, this is a card of you, like hitting the lottery. This is, a lucky streak. You also have the Eight of Wands. So both of these are cards of change and movement. This is obviously a major arcana, but you do have that energy here of something finally shifting in your love life. The wheel represents change for the better. It also represents destiny and karma. And I feel like for those of you that really are tuned into your intuition, you will really know where to find love for those who are single, or you will really know what you have to do to heal a relationship. I definitely see things shifting for you when it comes to love. But like I said, down here with the Ten of Wands, for those where you're tired of some maybe negative aspect of a relationship, I feel like with the World here that you're doing whatever you can to bring that phase in your relationship to an end. Okay, so let me get some more confirmation from this deck. I think I'm going to move the camera a little bit so you can see. Let's get some confirmation from this deck. What other messages are there for the sign of Pisces for February 2017? You have the Six of Pentacles, Pisces, February 2017. The Empress, Pisces, okay, that one jump came down here, but it is also a major arcana, and you have the Star. The card at the bottom of this deck is the Three of Wands. Okay, so the Three of Wands, this represents an opportunity. This means that you're looking for an opportunity. For those who are single, I feel like there could be someone on the horizon that you feel is a good match for you, especially with energies like I said, like the High Priestess and the Moon. The Three of Wands represents looking towards the future and waiting for an opportunity. And in the month of February, you might see that opportunity very clearly because you have the Moon. Things that are hidden are finally revealed. So you have the Six of Pentacles. This is a card of getting those things that you deserve. This is a card of abundance. And it came out with the Empress. So the Empress is also a major arcana. It also represents marriage and children. But this is the ultimate card of having it all and not having to settle. So it's pretty ironic that it came out with the Six of Pentacles, which, like I said, this represents you getting what you deserve. So I feel like in the month of February, I forgot to mention, the Star, this is, obviously another major arcana that represents your hopes and wishes. This is a card of your wishes being granted. Whatever it is you've been hoping to see, the Star is here to tell you that you will see those wishes come true. It also represents, and this is a strong, strong message for you because of what I see in this reading, this is a card of divine guidance. This could represent your angels, your spirit guides, helping you with your love life to get, what you deserve, to have that happiness where you don't have to settle, maybe for a relationship that is draining, with this Ten of Wands energy here. To see that positive change from the Wheel of Fortune. The Empress is just basically having everything that you want. Not only love, but also abundance. You did have the Six of Pentacles, which to me is a card of abundance. It's, getting what you deserve. And all of this, is aligned with your hopes and wishes. And also a lot of help from Spirit. I feel like that is definitely being emphasized for you. And you are a water sign. Usually water signs are very intuitive. Like I feel like you know what you have to do when it comes to your love life. You know who you belong with. Your intuition will be heightened in the month of February. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull some cards from the Romance Angels. Let me see if anything jumps first. What messages are there for the sign of Pisces for February 2017? What messages are there for the sign of Pisces for February 2017? Okay, something fell, and you have, interesting, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Yeah, so for those who are coupled, I did get that message, from Judgment, because that is a card of second chances and new beginnings. And not only that, but like I said, you have so many new beginnings in this reading. I feel like for those where maybe you've been estranged from a partner, whether you're married or you were dating, maybe somebody asked for some time to themselves. This is the month where, you may actually have your relationship back with all these new beginnings. New beginning here, 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 here in the world. And then you have this card, give your relationship a chance. So I feel like for some of you, you might be hearing from a partner that was estranged, that is really, they're finally able to talk about the relationship. You have the Page of Pentacles which represents communication, but it also represents discussing a relationship, looking at the details. For those who are single, I feel like this card is telling you to give relationships in general a second chance. So maybe you've had your heart broken, maybe there's someone you've not forgotten about. This card is just telling you to give someone a chance, and that may just actually involve you putting yourself out there again, or just dating again. Remember, there's a lot of intuitive energy in this reading with the High Priestess, the Star, the Moon. I feel like if you're single, you will be guided to your next romantic partner, your life partner, maybe even your twin flame. Okay, so let me get some more. What other messages are there for the sign of Pisces for February 2017? Messages for the sign of Pisces, February 2017. Okay, well, I was going to pull two more, and we had to jump. I don't think you can see them. They jumped out of the frame, but okay, let's look at this one first. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So obviously, for those who are already coupled, this is just a confirmation that you are exactly where you belong. You know, that's what I was saying with all of this intuitive energy in the reading. The High Priestess, the Star, the Moon. Like, you already know. So even if, you know, that partner is not in your life right now, maybe somebody asked for some time to themselves, this is just a confirmation that you already know. Because you're highly intuitive that, yes, this is your life partner, and this relationship is going to work out. Remember, give your relationship a chance. And for some of you, it could be that someone's giving you a chance. And then judgment, second chances, new beginnings all over this reading. This is just telling you that the relationship that you're in, this is the one. This is your life partner. Now, for those who are single, this is telling you there is someone in the month of February that you could meet who could possibly be the one. So the one could be your life partner, which is basically the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. But again, that involves you giving relationships, giving love a second chance. Now, the other card that jumped was children. And it says your love life is being affected by children. So I've done quite a few readings for the month of February, and I've actually had the child card. We'll see if it comes up for you. Come up from the messages from your angels. It's come up for, I think, 2 or 3 signs. So for some of you, children are important here. And for those who are already coupled, obviously if you have children, some of you may be worried how, you know, a breakup or time apart is affecting your children. And for some of you, they may also be telling you to do what's best for your children. For those who are single, again, you know, there are strong messages that you could be meeting. Literally, this card says this could be the one. You could be meeting the person that you're going to have a family with. Of course, some of you may also be deciding to take your relationship to the next level and finally become a family with the world here. An ending, a new beginning. So this could involve actually deciding to have children together. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some cards from the messages from your angels. I'm just going to have to move the camera again to the other side. This is what I have to do when I have so many cards in one reading. So I'm moving this way. Okay. Here are the messages from your angels. Let's see what jumps for you. What messages are there for the sign of... Okay, first one was really loud, and you have Bridget. Caution is warranted. Look deeper into the situation before proceeding further. So the first thing that came to mind when I saw this card is this one. The moon. Remember that the moon represents things that were hidden suddenly come to light. And I feel like here, I mean, obviously we see the angel kind of looking into this, I guess it's like an urn. I don't know, I feel like for some of you, like you may be, I don't really get that this is about caution. I just feel like something may be revealed to you that you were not aware of. And the first card that came to mind was the moon. And like I said, I felt like for some of you, this could be that your partner is sharing something with you that you didn't know. So I feel like here you're finally seeing something. You're seeing something in the relationship. You're learning something that you didn't know. The energy is being repeated here by the Page of Pentacles. This is studying, your relationship or your partner, looking at something in detail. And that looks, that's definitely what she's doing here. Now, as far as, caution, I feel like this could be, caution jumping to conclusions. But I definitely feel like for some of you, like you're learning something that you didn't know. Or it could be you. It could be that you're sharing something with your partner that you had not communicated to them. And for some of you, this could be something that, you have been keeping to yourself. Maybe this energy from the Ten of Wands, where there was, a heavy burden. Somebody could be unburdening themselves, sharing a secret. Or some of you, you feel like you were just kind of exhausted with something going on in the relationship that was weighing you down. I just feel like here, somebody is kind of revealing something. Something is coming to light. Okay. Let me get 2 more. What other messages are there for the sign of Pisces for February? So you have Merlina. And it says you are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. So, I mean, there's definitely that message coming up again. Do research, right here. Do research and seek expert advice before making a decision. So that's exactly what I just said with Bridget. I feel like, these 2 messages are screaming at you to not jump to conclusions. There could be something that you learn in the month of February. Let me just bring it back over here with the moon. What was hidden from you is finally revealed. So for some of you, it could very well be that your partner finally tells you, something that takes you by surprise. It may not be something negative, but it could just be, something they were keeping to themselves. Do your research and seek expert advice before making a decision. So I feel like here, you may actually, hear something where you're like, huh? Like, what? Why didn't I know this? But they're asking you to not jump to conclusions. Look at things very carefully. That message is here again, with the Page of Pentacles. Be objective, if you are learning something about your partner. And it could come from your partner. For some of you, I feel like it definitely will. It could be something that you uncover. With Bridget being here, caution is warranted. Look deeper into the situation before proceeding further. And like I said, this could be jumping to conclusions. So for some of you, your partner is sharing something that blows you away. And you have to be objective before making a decision, jumping to conclusions. But it could also be that someone else, not your partner, is sharing something with you about your partner that you didn't know. Remember, it does not have to be something horrible. Okay, so 1 more. What other messages are there for the sign of Pisces for February 2017? Okay, so you had something jump over here, and it is Caressa. And she says, you are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. So, the world, that's being, it's being emphasized. And this applies to those who are already coupled and those who are single, that you're finally moving on to the next stage, the next cycle in your either relationship or in your love life. For those who are single, that time of kind of being in the dark about your next relationship or your life partner, this could finally be coming to an end because you're meeting somebody new. The card reads, happiness awaits you now. And like I said, this card says that your angels are there to comfort you and to guide you. Remember, you have a lot of intuitive energy in this reading, so I feel like listen to your intuition as far as the changes you need to make. And for those who are coupled, you're finally coming to an end of that difficult cycle. And it could be because of something that your partner is sharing with you. Definitely this depiction of kind of being in the dark. It kind of, it really makes me feel like for some of you, you're learning something. It could be, another message that I'm getting is, it could be, it's difficult to say in a general reading because thousands of people watch this. This could also be that intuitively, you're finally understanding what is going on in your love life. Remember, a lot of intuitive energy in this reading. And I feel like for some of you, you finally know what to do. Okay, Pisces, this has been your love reading for the month of February 2017. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.